That's kind of a moving target at this point. We think it's at least 14 million
in general fund
this year.
In general fund this year that we're short. Yeah.
And if I just understand sort of an overarching message here, which I think I was kind of probing about earlier in the day, was you want the real and open dialogue, but somehow coming to the table when we may make a decision today that says we're already committed to 15 million of a to be determined, to be discussed, to be mutually partnered urban renewal area isn't resonating.
That's the rub. I mean, we're not opposed to urban renewal, and we recognize the great benefits over time to the city. But we want to be involved in the discussion of why this urban renewal area, what's in it, the extent of it. So we look at the cost and benefits and have an opportunity to contribute our point of view to that.
And if I could just add to the flavor of that question, Commissioner Fish is right. And he's striking the right balance with regard to the agreements we already have in place around collaborative working together and consent. And this doesn't feel like what we intended. And so timing has to be a part of this too. We're here at the table too late because now we're in a debate about details that frankly we should have had an opportunity to comment on weeks ago.
Commissioner Leonard.
But just to that last point, Ted, you've been here all morning. This is not a commitment to form an urban renewal area. We have that other process we intend to go through before that happens, which you will be a part of. But I think that part of what bothers me about the discussion, at least from the county, the part that bothers me from the county, I mean, I'm more sympathetic from the school district's point of view because they truly depend purely on property tax from us as an important aspect of their funding. But from the county, when we have a discussion about, for instance, this new urban renewal area that Commissioner Fish was referencing, what has to be included is the business income tax that you realize as a result of the new activity. I mean, if we have 20,000 people coming to a Timbers game and the attendant businesses at restaurants and shops, that all generates county income tax.
Sure does.
And it needs to, I just need for that to be acknowledged so it doesn't feel like you're trying to win an argument, but rather truly trying to come to a thoughtful place where we can all figure this out together. My problem up till now feels as though from the county's point of view is this hasn't been a thoughtful argument on your part. But when I read in the paper, children are going to go without health insurance. It feels irresponsible.
Say that.
I know you didn't say it, but your colleague at the county did.
Well, I'm not my colleague. I'm me.
You signed a letter with him today that we got.
Okay.
So well, let me just finish the point.
Okay.
It just feels like we're not having a genuine discussion because
we're not.
So I want to thank you for spending time with us and for waiting and being part of this robust discussion.
Thank you.
We look forward to
Very
more robust discussions around
Always
these
a pleasure,
issues.
gentlemen. Thank you.
Thank you very
Ladies.
much. Could we have Keith, Tomajon, Mike Hauk, and Tony Stacy next, and then we will be open